Are you noticing that your baby always seems to have their head turned towards the same side of their body and you're starting to worry about it? If so, then you're watching the right video. I've been a pediatric physical therapist for over 25 years, and I've worked with countless babies who struggled with torticollis, that little head tilt that you may have noticed in your little one. Today, I'm going to show you the exact stretches and daily habits that you can use to help correct torticollis naturally. Here's what we're going to cover. First, how to recognize the signs of torticollis early. Then I'm going to walk you step by step through simple stretches you can safely do at home. And finally, I'm going to explain when it might be time to seek professional help to make sure your baby stays on track. Now, I know that as a new parent, this can feel overwhelming. You might be noticing that your baby prefers to look only to one side of their body, or maybe you're starting to see a little bit of a flat spot forming on the back of their head. Let me reassure you, torticollis is common. It doesn't mean you failed. In fact, with the right guidance and consistency, most babies improve dramatically with just a few minutes of focused stretching and positioning. So let's take a step back and talk about what exactly congenital muscular torticollis is. The word torticollis simply means twisted neck, or you might also hear the term wry neck. In babies, it usually happens because one of the muscles in the side of your baby's neck, a muscle called the sternocleidomastoid, is tighter on one side. And this tightness causes your baby's head to tilt to that one side and rotate in the opposite direction. If the muscle stays tight, your baby will develop a strong preference for one particular head position. And over time, this can lead to a flat spot, delays in motor milestones, like rolling, crawling, sitting, and even challenges with vision or jaw alignment. So it's definitely something you want to take a look at and get ahead of earlier rather than later. So let's get into the practical part, the stretching and positioning routines that you can use at home to help to loosen your baby's neck and encourage a more balanced head position. I'm going to walk you through step by step each one. And remember, go slowly, watch and pay attention to your baby's cues, and stop if your baby seems uncomfortable. Gentle consistency is what we're shooting for here. So the first stretch is the neck rotation stretch to address the rotational component of the torticollis. Now, if your baby has a left side torticollis, baby's neck will be tilted or bent towards the left side, but rotated towards her right side. Now, what you want to do if you're trying to address the rotational component of torticollis, put your hand on baby's shoulder, the opposite shoulder, and baby has their favorite side that she likes to have her head turned to. In this case, it's the right side. And what you will do is use two fingers and very gently rotate baby's head towards her non-favorite side. I encourage you to use two fingers because I don't want you to apply too much pressure to this stretch. I want you to do a very gentle stretch and stop at the point where you feel some resistance. Don't be surprised if the first time you do this stretch that you get some resistance and your baby is not able to tolerate it going all the way over to the left side. Okay? So that is the way you address the rotational component of congenital muscular torticollis with a lying rotational stretch. Stretch number 2 is the side bending stretch. Again, lay your baby on their back, hold their shoulders down gently with one hand, and with your other hand, cup the top of their head and slowly tilt their ear towards the opposite shoulder, like you're helping them stretch the side of their neck muscles. Again, you're going to hold this stretch for 20 to 30 seconds and then let go. You want to repeat this 3 times per side, 2 to 3 times a day. I like to recommend to parents that they can do their stretching for torticollis after every diaper change. That means that now you are building this into your daily routine with your baby. And if you connect the two, then this will make sure that you don't forget about doing your stretching. It's very important that you do the stretching several times a day and do it consistently in order to correct the torticollis. Number 3, lots and lots of tummy time. Place your baby on their tummy across your lap or on a play mat. Put a favorite toy or mirror to the side they usually avoid looking at, and then encourage them to lift and turn their head towards that side. Do this a few minutes at a time and build up to about 30 to 60 minutes of tummy time spread throughout the day. When it comes to tummy time, I don't want you to try to shoot for a 60-minute stretch of tummy time and torture your baby. You want to break the tummy time up. You can do 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 2 minutes. It all adds up and it all counts. Just don't make it into this torturous ordeal that you and your baby have to struggle through. Tummy time should be fun. I made a very nice video about tummy time and how to get your baby to make it through tummy time. I'll put the link in the video description down below if you want to check that out. Getting back to the torticollis, the fourth position is what's called the football hold. As you can see in this video, I have baby facing away from my body. I'm using my right hand to stabilize his left shoulder. I have his head positioned on my left elbow in such a manner that his right ear is touching his right shoulder, which means I'm stretching his left sternocleidomastoid muscle. You can see I'm rocking him from side to side gently. I'm letting him hold on to my finger in such a way that he is beginning to feel comfortable and relax into the stretch. If you do these stretches and positioning techniques consistently, just a few minutes, a few times each day, you'll often see progress within a couple of weeks. Your baby will begin to move their head more freely, spend less time favoring one side, and gradually start to catch up on those important gross motor milestones like rolling and sitting. So let's move on and talk about when to seek professional help. Most babies do really well with these stretches and positioning routines that I've showed you. And when parents start early and stay consistent, but there are times when torticollis is a little bit more stubborn, and that's when you want to reach out for some extra support. Here's when to get professional help. If you don't see any improvement after you've been doing the stretching and positioning techniques for about 4 to 6 weeks, if your baby has a severe constant head tilt or refuses to look in the opposite direction, if you notice a flat spot beginning to develop on the back or the side of your baby's head, or if your baby seems to be falling behind on their milestones like tummy time, rolling, or sitting, a pediatric physical therapist can give you more advanced stretches, hands-on techniques, and build a customized plan just for your baby. Sometimes your pediatrician may need to refer you to a specialist to rule out other conditions. The most important thing is this: torticollis is treatable. The earlier you act, the faster the recovery will happen for your baby. If you found these stretches helpful, hit the like button so more parents can see this. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more step-by-step tips on baby milestones and baby development. And if you're worried about a flat spot forming alongside the torticollis, that condition is called plagiocephaly, make sure to watch my video on flathead syndrome. I'll link it right here on the screen and in the description. Here's what I want you to remember. Small daily moves lead to big progress. You're not just helping your baby's neck, you're building the foundation for rolling and so much more. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.